Hello dear fantasy fans, get ready! Recent years bringing us some absolutely insane fantasy shows that you do not want to miss. From mind-blowing new worlds to the return of fan-favorite epics, this list has it all. So, whether you love dark fantasy, magical realms, or action-packed adventures, stick around as we break down the top 10 insane fantasy shows to watch in 2025. But before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on the best fantasy content. Number 10. Shadow and Bone, 2 seasons. The Shadow and Bone was the #1 trending series globally. Shadow and Bone is a delightful fantasy drama that gets everything right from relatable characters to impeccable world building, soul-stirring music and eye-catching CGI. They have taken inspiration from the Game of Thrones-style multiple POV narrative, with the primary storyline involving an orphaned girl Alina coming to terms with her newfound powers as a Grisha, the plot, which is based on a series of young adult books by the author, Leigh Bardugo, is more or less predictable overall but nonetheless enjoyable. The world she creates is vivid and exciting and it is translated well in the show. Ben Barnes as General Kerrigan was phenomenal. They couldn't have casted anyone better. The production, the cinematography, costumes, the casting/acting is just chef's kiss. Overall, if magic, hot villains and ships are your thing, definitely give this a watch and live out your own teenage dream fantasy. Number 9. The Letter for the King, 1 season. One of the best medieval shows. This genre can be tricky, but The Letter to the King will got you so hooked. In every episode, you will love the plot, the character developments were so good, the relationships and connections between the different characters that were introduced were really well done. It was well done and you really got attached to the characters. A young squire holds the fate of the kingdom in his hands as he embarks on a quest to deliver a secret message to the king. The acting was good, the characters were interesting and you will be enjoyed some of the twists. A better production than similar trendy polished ones. We enjoyed the cultural diversity of the actors and actresses' interesting faces. However, the end of the 3rd episode offered up some inspirational insights to humanity waking up out of conditioning. Number 8. The Sandman, 1 season. This is a phenomenal show. Undoubtedly one of the best Netflix has in recent years. Suitable for those who like magic, fantasy and dark atmosphere. It may have a slow pace at first, but it's very hard to lose interest since Tom Sturridge did an awesome job as the main character. It stays true to the gothic feel of the comics, while giving it a more modern spin, and a look inside of what Neil would have done with the series if he had written it again today. The acting and casting was amazing, and it will made you fall in love with the characters all over again. This is all about the Sandman, the cosmic being who controls all dreams, is captured and held prisoner for more than a century. He must journey across different worlds and timelines to fix the chaos his absence has caused. Number 7. Shadowhunters, 3 seasons. This TV show is one that reaches not just to mine, but to many others' hearts. It follows a fantastic story with some of the most beautiful characters. The themes of angel and demon, love, war, order and choice, right and wrong are sewn together in this amazing series. It is very dear to me, and many others also. The casts are perfect. There could not have been a better group of actors to portray these characters. Clary, a teenager, learns about her unique lineage and seeks help from other Shadowhunters to find her missing mother, who has been kidnapped by a group called the Circle. The show talks about relative and hard topics that helps a lot of people. The Shadow World is such a wonderful world that gets you hooked and never lets you down. The love stories in it is amazing and makes you feel like you're with the characters in their world. The love between Magnus and Alec is the most romantic, admiring story you can't find anywhere else. Number 6. Ragnarok, 3 seasons. Ragnarok is a fresh and modern take on Norse mythology, set in the small Norwegian town of Edda. The show follows Magna, a seemingly ordinary teenager who discovers he's the reincarnation of Thor. The series does an excellent job blending mythology with contemporary issues like climate change, creating a unique and thought-provoking narrative. The cast delivers strong performances, especially David Stakston as Magna, whose transformation from an awkward outsider to a reluctant hero is both compelling and relatable. The Judo family, who represent the antagonistic giants of Norse lore, are menacing yet intriguing, adding depth to the show's conflict. Ragnarok is an engaging series that offers a fresh spin on ancient tales while tackling relevant modern themes. It may require patience to get through the slower moments, but the payoff is worth it for fans of mythology, drama, and environmental commentary. Number 5. Van Helsing, 5 seasons. This show is all over the place in terms of writing and tone. It starts out fairly grounded. A group of survivors have to make tough decisions to make it in a vampire-infested post-apocalypse. The characters are interesting for the most part, although the main character Vanessa is by far the least likable, though she gets a bit better by season 3 of 4. In a world ravaged by vampires, when Vanessa wakes up from coma and realizes that she is immune to vampire bites, she and a group of people struggle to survive. This show has a great premise, but only enough storyline for 2 seasons. The last 3 were not like first 2. The vampires read more like zombies, and the show goes to witchcraft and time travel. If you are into vampire shows and movies like Twilight or Vampire Diaries, this show is not for you. But if you are one of those who enjoyed Underworld movies or The Strain, give it a try. Number 4. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, 4 seasons. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is a dark, stylish reimagining of the classic Sabrina Spellman story, delivering a spellbinding blend of horror, drama, and fantasy-type supernatural intrigue. The series follows Sabrina, a half-witch, half-mortal teenager, as she navigates the complexities of 2 worlds, her human life in Greendale and her magical destiny in the Church of Night. Visually, the series is stunning, with its gothic aesthetic and eerie cinematography creating a chilling yet alluring atmosphere. The show explores darker themes like free will, identity, and morality, while still maintaining moments of humor and heart. The balance between Sabrina's magical escapades and her relationships with her friends and family adds emotional depth and relatability. The storyline is compelling and full of twists, keeping viewers hooked from episode to episode. Overall, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is a bewitching experience that offers a fresh, thrilling take on a beloved character. It's a must-watch for fans of dark fantasy and supernatural dramas. Number 3. Wu Assassins, 1 season. This is one of the best fantasy action TV series on Netflix in recent year. The story, fighting calligraphy and climax, while it's amazing. The story is old lone chef versus triad action story, with a touch of fantasy power passed down from generations of martial artists. The camera play is well done and simple, but effective CGI brings you right into the story. It's got a decent enough plot and characters to just sit back and enjoy it for the action/crime/martial arts show that it is. It's not going to win any awards, but at the same time it doesn't disappoint for what it is. It has plenty of action with great fight scenes. People seem to be all over the place on it. A lot of people either love it or hate it. Bottom line is, it's a fun, mystical, action thriller that needs some more seasons to flesh out what it brought to the table. Number 2. Travelers, 3 seasons. This show is absolutely incredible. The plot is creative. The character development is wonderful to watch, definitely one of the best parts of the show. The writing is so good, and the way they explain the story beyond words in season 3 is so cool and so deep. It's all about in a post-apocalyptic future, a group of time travelers who are from a grave and dreary future. They are on a mission to change the past in order to save their future. What sets this show apart is that the travelers inhabit bodies that were about to die and take over their lives while trying to save the world. The way this show ends is hugely satisfying, totally plausible, and doesn't strain belief even a little. Season 3, the entire season, is a masterpiece. The characters and the acting is top-notch, making it easy to get invested in their stories. The show also tackles some thought-provoking themes such as the consequences of messing with the timeline and the moral implications of using technology to try and save the world. Number 1. A Series of Unfortunate Events, 3 seasons. This series is one of the best TV adaptations of a book series. It accomplishes what few show or movie adaptations are able to do. It is a faithful adaptation to the original plot and characters. This series follows the tragic tale of 3 orphans, Violet, Klaus, and Sunny Baudelaire, who are investigating their parents' mysterious death. The series is based on the best-selling series of books by Lemony Snicket, aka Daniel Handler. It contains numerous twists and turns, and its always unpredictable journey will have a firm grasp on your attention. The most interesting thing about is the colorful but distinct costumes and attires. Each character stands out and has a significant role in this series. They have their own personalities and signature themes. Each episode will bring you wild adventures and dangers that will keep your eyes glued to the screen. Also, most TV shows have adults being the wise and adventurous ones. However, this series flips that concept upside down and has the Baudelaire children be the smartest characters.